Welcome to Daily Tax Minute. This is Tony Novak here to share a few points on how to stay out of tax trouble. Today's recording is actually a re-recording of an episode 2 days ago that the sound wasn't working. So if you follow this podcast, you know that I've gone through a whole series of uh, technical learning experiences. And just when you think you have things worked out, new issues pop up. So I will continue to just plow through them. And I joked about the fact that the episode without any sound uh, got more views than most of them with sound. That's going to cause me to wonder what the heck's going on. But in any event, let's get right into today's topic: state tax resolution issues. This is the first of a series on different states, and we want to just comment on what issues we need to consider if we're facing a state tax issue. We received a letter from a state tax, whether the state we live in or a different state. First of all, there's very little that we can say that applies to all states. The laws, procedures, personnel vary dramatically from state to state, even city to city, and office to office. So the first thing I would say is take advantage of an opportunity to discuss your situation with a tax professional for free. There are plenty of other good people like me who offer this type of service. I'm biased, obviously, and I would avoid the big tax resolution firms that are basically, sales warehouses designed to bring in and contract even before you actually get to talk with a real professional. But take advantage of those that are out there and discuss the situation, discuss their experience in your particular state and in your particular issue. It certainly can't hurt. The second thing is, in you want to consider, and I always consider the cost of actually fighting or representing or even answering a state tax issue has to be more. The benefit has to be more than the cost. There are many cases where a state is I get them all the time, letters that say you owe $24.95 for miscalculating this or that, or wage tax or an insurance premium, whatever. And it's just not worth looking at them or fighting or investigating. In my case, my rule of thumb is that the expected return to you, if I'm representing you on a representation, it has to be 100% return on investment. In other words, I have to be convinced that I'm going to save you $2,000 for every $1,000 that it's going to cost. And if it's not, I just don't want to that reputation of even taking that type of engagement. So those are the first two things I would consider. And then, as I mentioned, we're going to go forward and mention specific items related to specific states where I have stories to share and tips that might be helpful. Thanks for tuning in to Daily Tax Minute. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode. I'll just mention that we are doing storm prep today here on the Mid-Atlantic coast, and it's those types of issues, plus a little resurgence of COVID in my community, whatever. Daily Tax Minute might not be daily, but we'll just jump in as we can. All right. Thanks.